Is Anapachiuwa once again. Anapachiuwa in point of view in family matter. Like somebody who listened to me last time when I was searching my email, I found out he wrote something. And what she wrote to me was, I don't know, that the same thing is happening to her, that she was looking for baby for years. Anyway, the husband has always been a husband. Yeah, they are not praying. They are not like. Now, listen very careful. Let me use this testimony. A woman has this kind of problem, and he doesn't like to visit pastor nor native doctor. He always believed that God is God. And he established a stubborn faith in a stubborn situation that nothing is happening. As long as God is on the throne, that when the time comes, as long as he went to the hospital and they find out is medical okay, his wife is medical okay, so he left everything for God. But that's no woman for you. That's no woman. And the issue got to extent that he said his husband did not want to go to pastor because he's a ritualist. He used her womb for ritualist. And then they got in a problem to the extent the man decided one day, which pastor do you want us to meet? So that we met a pastor. So he went with his wife to a pastor. Now, reaching on the pastor church, people were waiting. And according to the woman, he said, he was shocked. And he could see the pride in the pastors. And they said, what is happening? So the pastor just came and asked, do you have appointment with me? I said, yes. Do you have appointment with you? Yes. He asked the other man, do you have appointment? The man said, no. He said, so what are you doing? And the man said, I called you, but you did not pick. He said, then go home and call me. When I pick, you come. And the man he said the husband was just watching. He only tapped his husband and said, please, I know you has an anger issue, but please. Until their turn, they went to the office. And he said the man began to talk. He said a few things, and he brought olive oil, with his picture. And then the man tapped his wife and said, you paid for the oil. The woman said he paid. And then he talked again and bring water, holy water, with his picture too. And then the husband said, pay, he paid. He said, on process of doing this, and they told the man to go to his village and pick a son. And that's when the man said, what are you saying? The wife said, go and pick a son so that we'll have a baby. And the man was like, if I did not go, they say I'm a ritualist. So the man have to go to the village and pick son. And when he came back home to go and drop the son, the man bent down and wept. And the wife said, why are you crying? He said, you have given me so many names. You have given me so many names. I'm not a ritualist. I can never be ritualist. But for this. So when the husband was crying, he shed tears. On the night, he only saw his husband was looking for something. He said, what are you looking for? He said, I'm looking for a Bible. Why are you looking for a Bible? He said, in his dream, he found himself in a fellowship. And they said he should read Isaiah 18. He said, when they opened it and begin to read it. So what did he saw? He saw Abraham saw a stranger and then took them home, give them shelter, feed them, and give them water to bath and drink. And then when they were going, those strangers, they said, where's your wife? He said, he's inside, he said, you do not have a child, but we are going to have child by this time next year. And then Sarah laughed. They knew that Sarah laughed. And then they said, but your wife laughed. And Abraham had to call his wife and say, did you laugh? And then Sarah said no. Now, I just want to tell you certain things to that. When somebody lied, it's a kind of respect. If Sarah came out and said, yes, I lied, what is she going to do? But he said, Lord, my Lord, I did not lie. It's just to make her husband feel better. Now, when the man was talking about what he read in the Bible, the wife said, "What are we going to do?" He said, "Treat stranger good." Now, what I'm saying is that the world is bad. You do not know whom you will treat, and you will have a problem. And the woman said, "Okay." You wake up in the morning, you saw a pregnant woman, came to his house and said, "You have a job for me? Can I sweep your compound so that you will pay me?" He said, when he remembered what his husband said, treat stranger good, he said no. He gave the woman money and said, "Don't work for me in this your condition." He gave the woman money too. And then the woman sat down and ate. After eating, he said, "The child in my womb feel very happy because he have never eaten this kind of food." And the end of testimony said, before the end of the month, I took him. Now, what I want to ask is that going here and there that brings the baby? No. What we're talking about is that when you cry to God in pains, He will reveal to you certain things you do not know. He's God. It can only be God, not man. I want you to share this. Let people get to know about this. Let it go viral. And then I want you also to understand that, like I said before, I always said it. You are a son and a daughter. You are not a servant. But Jesus said, "You are my friend." So you are not a servant. The creator that was not created will bless you. God bless you.